Hello, welcome to Lovely Minute. I wonder what lovely we're gonna find today. It's been a while that I've stayed in this place, and I just probably arrived in Canada for exactly a month now, and I haven't really explored the trails here. They always say the trails are calling, and so I must go. So I actually check on trail forks and explore the places and try to see, if there are trails close to me. And yep, just how many meters away from my house or where I'm staying is what we call the Ginters. And in Ginters, you've got a lot of trails that you can explore. So we've got the Ginters walking trail, we've got the pit party, the Ginters ride, all those things. If you can take a look at it, and if you have a trail fork. And wow, there's so many trails that I need to explore. So yep, this is Ginters, this is the entrance. And a lot of guys are bringing their pets here, dogs, This is an off-leash area. So what I was trying to explore this time is I wanted to climb going to the UNBC parking lot. And yep, it's around 5:30 or 5:45 in the afternoon, and the sun is still up. And I was just trying to explore. I said to myself, I'm not gonna go any further, but I just want to go and find trails. It's just my backyard because it's my first time exploring and riding my mountain bike and in the trails of Canada. So yep. And I realized that, there's so many exit points and trails that I can explore. So I think this one is not yet the real climb. So I was just trying to see if there's anything that I could, you know, um, explore and pedal. And when I check on it, there are so many ways that I can actually explore. So I went back and was actually looking for ways on how to climb the what do you call it? The UNBC connector. I think they call it the UNBC connector. It's actually coming from my place. It's actually connected from the Ginters walking trail, and there's a UNBC connector climbing all throughout to the car park of the University of Northern BC. So that's what I'm exploring now. And I'm so excited, and actually the temperature is a bit nice and very ideal for mountain biking, but the sun sets so fast. And I said to myself, I really have to explore and find that trail so that I could, come back home safe and before the sun goes down. And just imagine this is just just in front of my house. So I think this is the UNBC trail. And this, in my mountain bike life, this is the hardest climb I've done. I mean, like, the gradient here was crazy. My Garmin Edge was reading 28, 29, 31, and I said, like, wow. I was moving like a snail pace. It was really a snail pace, and you get to see my handlebar swings from left to right, trying to balance the slow pace or this. And it's very nice. I mean, like, there's a lot of trails that I could explore, and a lot of walkers, a lot of joggers. And I think this one is also used for horses, because I can see some, bombs. And yeah, probably horses are also in training here, climbing up, going down, galloping down. And this is more of like an afternoon already, so I don't really get to see a lot of mountain bikers. And I miss this one. I'll probably gonna get back to here. and get back to that place and climb the one again. I'm actually encouraging and trying to invite a lot of people or guys here in Prince George to explore the trails with me, because it's really boring if you're doing it all by yourself, and it's really fun if you're 2 or 3 or 4, you know, just to have a person to talk to. Back in Singapore, we do have groups, like we've got Titi Walag, we've got Pajakos, we've got the Crankheads, and Slap Soil. Shout out to Slap Soil. Still, grinding the trails of Bukitima and Chestnut in T15. So these are the trails that back in Singapore, but now these are the real ones. It's pretty steep, I would say, and I was really panting. You can hear it. I'm actually using a 36 1050 50, and I'm on the 50th gear, and yep, and I just so love the trails that I'm in. That's this dog that was just basically following, and the owners are just ahead of us. So yep, Ginter Trails, a lot of lines to explore. I think what I'm trailing right now is the UNBC connector, and there's a lot of things. You've got a pit party. You've got the other side of the bridge. You've got the rock garden and the old cabin. So many trails to follow. But what I'm having right now is the menu for the day is really the climbs, because I really miss the climbs. The last climb I did was back in my hometown in Cebu, in Sibonga. When I had the Jun Campo climb, that was really bloody crazy. I was with the young guns then. And the gradient was like 27, 23, 24 on a paved road, so it was pretty crazy, and it was pretty long as well. This one is punchy, and it's a 1.3 kilometer climb, but it's a bit punchy, and there are parts that you can relax.
22.
So you can just see me talking.
Around that.
So I get to remember talking to myself what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? I was reading the gradient from my Garmin, and it says like 30, 29, 28, and I said to myself, what am I doing? So this is the pass.
UNBC.
Yep, this is going to UNBC, and this is the underpass. It's very nice. It's really nice, and I know Canada is really ideal for mountain climbing, mountain biking, gravel cycling, road cycling. You also get to see my videos for road cycling. I did my first round or tour the PG, Prince George in British Columbia. That's where I'm at.
So I'm still gonna go that way into the woods. Probably a lot of climbing left. So I don't know. We'll see before the sun goes down, and I should be going. All right. See ya. Ciao.
So look at my face. It looks so spent. And yep, off I go into the woods, and I think that was just like not really climbing left, but a bit of a gradient here, but not really as steep as the ones I did earlier. So this is more of like a 4-5-3-2, but it's a bit gnarly as well due to the roots. And yeah, it's very nice. One thing I like about it is because they've got markings, that will guide you all the way, that if you're gonna make a right or left turn and all those things. So this is a pretty well taken care of, the trail going to UNBC, probably the best thing to do here is to do a downhill instead of what I did was doing the uphill. But yeah, this is my first time climbing this part of the trail. So this is when going to UNBC, and I was just basically looking for the parking area. And yep. And after that one, I'll just use the road because I was, I was scared that not really scared of bears, but I was just pretty much scared that the sun would, set faster than I can pedal. So it's better be that I use the road so that I get to see the road clearly and I'll be home safe. So yep. I had my first trail, first try and first climb. A lot of things, a lot of places here to explore, especially the side of where I'm at. They have something they call Forest of the World, if I'm not mistaken. And yep, the UNBC is a 1.3 kilometer distance. And it's a pretty nice training ground for anyone who's, trying to put strength into uphill climbing. So what I do is I normally balance things out. I make sure that I get to ride my mountain bike at the same time I get to ride my road bike. So some flats and some climbs, and this one is the part where I go home, and I think this one is a University Way. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I think this was a Sunday afternoon, and it's pretty lovely. What a lovely experience. I'm in a new country. I'm in a new place. I'm just exploring places, showing it to you guys with my two bikes. So I actually left my triathlon bike at home because I said to myself, I'm not gonna do any triathlon anytime soon. Probably next year, but not this time. This time it's really more of like exploring and trying to appreciate the beauty of Canada and what this place can offer. That's why it's called BC. It's a beautiful city, but you also have to bring cash. It's pretty expensive, but yep, it is what it is. So I passed this area, the CN Center. That's where a lot of winter places or winter activities and sporting events are happening. So yep, I'm heading back home, and watch out for more videos of me exploring the places that I'm in right now. I'm currently in Prince George in British Columbia. They call it the northern capital of BC, and I'm starting to make friends here. I'm starting to be active in running, cycling, mountain biking, and probably, who knows, triathlon if I get to find a training buddy, or probably just a person that I could share moments with when it comes to training, cycling, and whatnot, and all those things. So my team back in Singapore are I've got Tri-Zero, I've got BSG for the triathlon, and I've got Hard Multisports in Cebu. Here in Canada, I'm still looking for training buddies that I could spend time with and really learn from them as well. It's a different place. It's a cold place. It's with warm people, and the weather is warm as well. So, yep, another day in the saddle, another place, another view, another perspective, and another memory shared. And this is the Lovely Minute. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, so you'll be updated to the videos that I'll be uploading, and I'll be sharing with you guys. That's my lovely steed. You know, I bought it in Singapore, brought it to the Philippines, and now it's with me here in Canada. So, yep. This is the Lovely Minute. See ya. Ciao.